NBA fans, welcome back. Jordan versus LeBron. Okay, this is season 4, and we went through every season of LeBron and Jordan rookie season, second season, third season, and this is the fourth season. We're going through the regular season and the playoffs, and if you make the finals, we're going to go through the finals. So we've been going through LeBron's first, but I thought we'd go ahead and do Jordan right now first. We all know these are really good seasons for Jordan and LeBron. 88 and LeBron 07. Because LeBron went to the finals. Jordan, he didn't go to the finals, but this is the year the controversy in the media starts, where Scottie Pippen comes in the league. For some reason, the LeBron media never talks about Jordan's first, second, and third year because he got swept by the Celtics with no help. But for some reason, LeBron's first, second, and third season is celebrated. Even though we kind of debunked that, if you go back and look at my videos, we haven't found anything on LeBron's half that says he exceeded all expectations because he was the biggest hype. And like I said, if he was the biggest hype coming into the NBA, I don't care if he was 18 or not. Why would you put an 18-year-old saying they got the biggest hype of all time when you're talking about all the players that came in before him? Bird, Magic, Will, Jordan. So if you're saying he had the most hype coming into the league, and we're saying he exceeded all expectations, we got to say his expectations was, because of his hype, he was going to be better than Bird, Magic, Kareem, Jordan, all these great players that came in his first, second, and third season. He was going to do better than what they did, whether it's win NBA Finals, break scoring records, blah, blah, blah. So we haven't seen it yet. Like I said, he was a minus 144 for his rookie season. He didn't make the playoffs, no All-Star. Second season, we'll get into all that. But if you go through my other videos, you'll see he didn't exceed any expectations, which was he was the most hyped player coming into the league. Don't use that 18-year-old stuff. That's not going to work. You can throw that out the window, okay? You can't throw out his stats in his first 3 seasons or 4 seasons, whatever like that. Like I said, you said he was the most hyped player coming into the NBA, and we haven't seen anything that, shows that. So let's get into when Pippen came into the league and saved Jordan, which was 88. Pippen was drafted and came to the Bulls. And off top, we're just going to put Pippen's numbers out there. Points per game, 7.8, 3.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists per game on 46% shooting, and he was a bench player. Woof. Imagine this guy coming to play with LeBron. LeBron's fourth season. So let's go through the numbers because, of course, this is what saved Jordan from being 1-9. We're going to talk about that in Jordan's playoff season, which is going to be next. So for the regular season, Jordan played all 82 games. Hold on. Before we get into that, Jordan's 86-87 season, he put up 236 steals, 125 blocks, 37 points per game, and didn't even win the MVP. Okay, and some people say, oh, well, he had a losing season. Did that look like it was because of him? Let's go back to Kareem. He won the MVP. He didn't make the playoffs. Let's go back to, I think it was Westbrook. I don't think he made the playoffs. And even though he had a triple-double, I don't think he had the season that Jordan had in 86, 87. So I think Jordan was robbed from that MVP. And when we talk about Magic that won that MVP, like I said in the video, he had Kareem and he had Worthy. So they say the MVP is most valuable to your team. So how could he be most valuable to his team? And they won 61 games with those players, Michael Cooper, and a slew of other players. It really doesn't make any sense. So, you know, Jordan, Jordan didn't even make a defensive team. Nobody ever had that 200 blocks and 100 steals, except I think Hakeem did it. So he wasn't, that was coming off a broke foot. They pretty much pooped in that dude's face, farted. What? So you're just going to give up after that? There's no reason to try to get no better than that. So Jordan came back in the following season in 82 games, again, 40.4 minutes per game, 35 points a game, which was two less than the season before, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 3.2 steals. He even got more steals than the season before. I think he got 2.9. Blocks, 1.6. He went up on blocks from last season. 3.1 turnovers, went down on turnovers. Field goal percentage, 53.5. He went up on his field goal percentage. This is a guard. This ain't a dude shooting in the paint like LeBron, 70% of his shots. Now, 3-point percentage, 13.2. But look, he attempted 0.6. When we already went over that video where LeBron isn't a better 3-point shooter than Jordan. If you want to go check it out, the facts are there. 84.1 free throw percentage. So he scored 2,800 points, 2,868 points in a season. That's incredible. What else we want to look at? I think that's about it right there. But so let's go down to here at the bottom because we got some accolades on there, but we'll read it all off anyways. This is what he did for the season. 35 points per game, 3.2 steals a game. Blocks, 1 point. I think that's off. Hold on. Blocks, it was 1.6. Field goal percentage, we seen 53.5. He was the most valuable player. Total points, you saw what that was. Over 2,800. Steals, 259. More than last year. Total blocks, 131. More than last year. We already saw games played, 82. Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star, All-NBA First Team, First Team Defensive, Scoring Champ, Steals Champ, and he won the dunk contest. Okay, we can't throw that in there because that means nothing these days. And this was the second dunk contest he won in a row. Okay, so let me say right here, like on the last video of 86-87, when the LeBron fans, they say the East was weak. Jordan pretty much put up the same numbers as last year, but a little bit better. Last year, he wasn't getting recognized for nothing. You're trying to tell me just because he made the, because he had a winning record going into the playoffs? Wow, that's tough. So he was the first player to go back to back with 100 blocks and 200 steals in history, the history of the NBA. Nobody ever to this day has duplicated this season. Oh, he was in the All-Star MVP on top of that. Nobody. Boy, let me tell you something right here. He could have retired after his fourth season and made the Hall of Fame. You think I'm not playing? I'm not playing. This is how good he was. And y'all talking about this guy couldn't pass, this guy couldn't rebound. Wait until we get to all. I got a video coming up where we get into all his rebounds and assists and all that stuff in the playoffs. Every playoff year before Pippen came. This man was doing all that in a bag of chips. Okay, like I said before in other videos, you just can't come in the league and just do and be a great player just because you had a name. You had to be better than past players. Wilt, Russell, the guys that was already in the league, Kareem, Magic. This is what he was gunning for. Oscar Robertson, these type of guys, Dr. J. He was coming into the league to exceed what they did. He wasn't coming into the league to be as good as them or just under what they did. Bird won 3 MVPs in a row. Like I said, Magic and Kareem and Bird, they already won championships before he came in. You had the bad boy Pistons. It wasn't the bad boy Pistons then, but still, by the time 88, it was the bad boy Pistons, but you had Isaiah in the league. I mean, you had a lot of good cats in the league. You just wasn't walking in the league and being called the chosen one and the king. They would have ate you alive. It would have been a joke. Okay, you can't be touted as a king before you enter the league. No way. No way. And that's why, when we get to LeBron's video, again, I don't want to hear no excuses. When you call yourself the king before you come in the league, I don't care. Oh, somebody else was calling him the king. Well, LeBron should have went over to them fools. Don't call me the king. Look what I got to live up to. All these legends that came before me. This is what I got to live up to. If I can't come into the league and do what they did their first 5 years, come on now. Don't tell me about he made the finals and got swept. Akeem made the finals before Jordan. What does that mean? He didn't win. Anybody can have a good run to the playoffs, especially in the weak East where they changed the defensive rules. Am I saying he wasn't a good player? Yeah, he was a good player. But back to Pippen. And we're going to get to the playoffs pretty soon. I mean, the media don't want to talk about this. A little bit of it, but they don't want to talk about it. So your boy Pippen came in and put up 7 points per game as a dude on the bench. So we're going into the playoffs now with this guy 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this guy is really going to get Jordan over the hump after he just had the most amazing season of any player ever in NBA history. And this is the guy that's going to get you over the hump? Are you serious? This is the media that be teaching LeBron fans. And it's sad. It's pretty sad because all you got to do is go look up these stats as a LeBron fan and say, man, this dude's lying. Nick Wright's lying. Shannon Sharp's lying. This dude's lying. So all you guys do is lie and antagonize people with the lies. That's what's so crazy about it. You antagonize people with your lies. When you say 1-9 before Pippen, but you present no evidence on how Pippen got Jordan over the hump. And we'll see in the video coming up, first round, second round, we're going to see where Pippen was and what he put up. Like and subscribe to the channel. Donate. Cash App is in the link description. Tell me what you think. I mean, because Scottie Pippen should be embarrassed by this. I mean, this is just crazy. And LeBron should be telling his fans to shut up. Because like I said, Jordan could have retired after this season and been an all-time great. Okay, he could have been in the Hall of Fame. Based on what he did his rookie season, his second, he was breaking records. So tell me what you think. Oh, and a little side note right here before we go. I just want to say we're gonna do Jordan's playoff season next. Before we've been doing like back and forth. LeBron's season, Jordan's season, but LeBron he went to the finals, so we're gonna have to do 3 videos on that. So we're just gonna go ahead and get Jordan's playoffs out of the way. We'll just do that. So we'll see how Pippen was able to come off the bench and get Jordan his first playoff win, because as we've been told, Jordan, he was 1-9 without Pippen. I mean, imagine a guy coming into the league, like I said before, having no accolades, a bench player, wasn't known coming out of college, and putting up 7 points during the regular season and just taking you to the next round off of 7 points. And that's what we've been told. Comment